in color. The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
Ever since his daughter Allison disappeared, without a word, without a trace, Elliot Carson has blamed himself for her strange disappearance. But now Elliot feels he has proof of the real reason Allison ran away. Proof that sends him to Rodney Harrington.
You knew why Allison left town, didn't you? You lied.
What are you talking about?
You lied to me. You knew she was pregnant when she left town, didn't you? Here, just read that.
A baby? Who sent this?
What difference does it make?
Where is she?
Betty. I didn't know you were there. Would you mind if I had a moment alone with Rodney here?
Where's Allison?
I don't know. All I know is what's in that telegram.
She had a baby, didn't she? That's what it says.
Tell me the truth. You knew Allison was pregnant when she left town, didn't you?
She had a baby. Alone.
Can you imagine what she went through?
I was involved with Allison completely. You know that.
Yes.
I asked her to marry me. She said no. She said I was doing it out of pity for what she had been through.
Rod, don't.
Betty, I didn't know she was pregnant.
I don't believe you. I can't believe you.
Do you believe me?
Yes.
Oh, right now, that's all that matters.
Look, you're talking to the wrong person. Your obligation is to my wife, not to Betty.
Elliot, you come slamming your way in here, you thrust this thing at me, you start yelling and accusing and demanding the truth.
What do you want? Time? Time for what? So you can come up with the right answers?
Look, you tell me that Allison's had a baby. Well, that means that I'm the father. Will you give me a chance to sort things out?
Why didn't you come to me then? Why didn't you tell me the truth? Do you realize what you've done?
Yes, I do. I do. But I don't know what else to tell you, except to say...
I'm sorry. Well, Rod, that's all right then, as long as you apologize. A quick handshake and there's nothing more between us. You know, you don't deserve Betty. You don't deserve anyone.
Wait a minute.
No, I have to go.
Thank you.
For what? He wasn't fair. You're still in love with Allison, aren't you?
That's not true.
Be honest with yourself, Rod. Basket weighs 5 pounds. 5 from 14. Kelly, she gained 5 ounces. Oh, Mrs. Carson. What is it? We received a telegram. The baby is my daughter's baby. I knew it was just a matter of time before it was confirmed.
so much. But we had to.
I understand.
We owe you so much.
No, you don't. If I had been more intelligent, done it with more cool, I could have handled it better.
How?
I don't know, but I could have done it more simply.
You've really grown to love the baby, haven't you?
Very much. Are you going to take Kelly with you?
When, now?
What's the use of waiting if it's going to happen anyway? I mean, you said that you and Mr. Carson had made up your mind that you wanted her.
But there are things we should know first.
Well, you already know that it's Allison's baby. The birth certificate will just be a formality. When do you expect it?
In a few days. They mail it right away, but I meant there are things we should know about the baby.
What things?
Oh, her routine. You know, doing the same thing at the same time every day gives a child a sense of security.
Mrs. Carson, Kelly hasn't had that kind of security. She napped when there was a place for her to nap, and she ate whatever I had to give her. Hungry good babies aren't that choosy.
Oh, Jill.
I did my best, Mrs. Carson,
I know you did.
but it just wasn't enough. When Dr. Rossi told me the truth about my baby suffering from malnutrition, I started to realize that I couldn't play house anymore. I had to face the fact that she couldn't live on love. Babies need vitamins and milk and a regular bedtime. Like you said, a routine. She belonged with you, in the kind of home that you and your husband could give her. And I couldn't.
You've really become attached to Kelly.
From the beginning.
I know how hard this is for you. And there's no need for me to make it any harder. I mean, no sense in just snatching her from you like this.
What are you saying?
The birth certificate will take a few days, and then by the time we file guardianship papers, that'll be a little while, and why don't you keep her until then?
Whatever.
Right. We'll let it go at that, then. We're so grateful for everything you've done for our granddaughter. If Mr. Carson and I can ever do anything to help you.
I don't want any favors or rewards. What I did for Kelly. Not for anybody else. Just for Kelly.
Well, we would like to show our gratitude in some way. You think about it, huh?
Comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Want to get raised or lowered or anything?
No, I'm fine. What's that?
Well, it's electric buttons. You press them, and you can go up and down or do whatever you want to do without me around.
Isn't that sort of expensive?
A couple extra dollars a week. But it's worth every penny of it. Anything that'll save me a hassle.
Absolutely. You know, that was a silly thing, my using that psychedelic cloth to cover the baby's bassinet.
Rita, I had Rod take it back to the Carsons.
Fine, we don't have any use for it. I just meant about the cloth.
Why? I thought it was kind of wild.
Too wild for a nursery, but it would have made a great dress.
Don't, Rita.
Don't what? As a matter of fact, when I get back on my feet, I'm going to go out and see if I can find some material in the same pattern. Then I am going to make myself a dress. And then you know what?
What?
You're going to take me dancing. Will you?
Sure. We'll do whatever you want to do. I got rid of all the baby clothes, too.
Did you? I'm glad. If we're going to start a new life, we don't want anything to remind us of the old one. We're going to be two new people. We're going to change so much nobody will know us.
What's wrong with the old Norman, Rita? I thought they had it made.
So did I. Till you made me realize that we were turning into a couple of middle-aged old fuddy-duddies before we were even old enough to vote.
I made you.
Yeah, when you lectured me about starting a new life.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Norm, I couldn't agree with you more. Think, when was the last time you took me dancing?
What's the sudden deal about dancing?
No sudden deal. It's just one of the things we haven't done in a long time. Fun things. Do you remember where we met? The dance floor at the shoreline. Like to take me back there sometime?
No, I wouldn't like. That isn't new. That's part of the past. Before we got married, you know, Joe Trinack and all his crowd.
Guess it all depends on how you look at it.
You better get some rest.
Okay.
Listen, if you're going to take a nap or something, I'll just get a magazine and sit here and read with you. Or I'll just sit in here.
You don't have to hover. I'm fine.
There he is, Mama's Dottore, with 2 golden hands.
Was there something important they said you wanted to see me the minute I got out of surgery?
Yeah, I got a couple questions.
Any trouble?
No way.
All right, look, I'm going to have to change. I'm late for my rounds already. If you don't mind, can I wait till I get home?
I can wait forever if you want it that way. Like my, algebra homework.
All right, wait a minute. Come on.
Miss Choate, pick up on line 4, please.
All right, what is it?
I ran into an old girlfriend from home. You know her. Her kid was in your hospital.
Jill Smith? The girl you were staring at in the square last night?
Yeah.
You say you know her from whom? You also know Kelly? That's a little girl.
Oh, the baby. No, that's something new. Jill claims it isn't hers.
Claims? Well, do you have any reason to think otherwise?
No, like I said, that since my time. I wondered, did Jill ever say anything to you about me?
Why do you ask?
Well, if you ran into one of your old girlfriends after you busted up, you'd want to know what story they're putting down, wouldn't you? Why, she must at least mention she knew me.
All right, let's stop playing games, huh?
Well, who's playing games?
What does Jill coming here have to do with you?
Nothing. I mean, when I saw her running across the square, I really fell out.
First, your girlfriend comes to Peyton Place, and then you come here. And I'm supposed to buy the coincidence, huh?
My ex-girlfriend.
Then why are you so worried about her?
Who says I'm worried? Dottore.
If you're not worried about it, then why were you cooling your heels off in the lobby waiting for me to come back out of surgery, huh? You lied to me, didn't you? I mean, the big story you made up about not being able to stay there with your sister and not being able to stay under the same roof with the woman that's hovering over you all the
Look,
time.
I'm too big to be tied to Lisa's apron strings. I wanted to be on my own.
So you come straight here to me, huh? Come on, tell me the rest of it, will you?
I already did. I told you I wanted to break loose from the gang I grew up with. Make a clean break.
Sure, the big bad boys that always got you in trouble, huh? All right, what kind of trouble are you in now?
I haven't done anything.
You know you're on probation with me, don't you?
Yeah.
Come on, Joey. Let's have it, huh? All of it. If there's any more, tell me now. Well, all I want to do is help you. I don't want to find out later you've been conning.
Look, I said I haven't done anything. Who are you, my brother, or some cop looking to make a bust? I mean, I expect the heat to go strictly on my past record. But you said you'd give me a chance.
All right, you're going to get your chance. But you better make good on it, because it's not